Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, my name is Subrata Sarker. I'm a mechanical engineer working in manufacturing industry more than 23 years. Today, I'll share some of my experience about the languages. Knowing different languages are important of knowing different languages and which are the most important languages to know. If you want to know, because today we all need to move in different part of the world for professional purpose or for traveling, etc. I first, go out of India and overseas visit in the year of 2006 in Germany. Before that, I had got a different idea actually. My idea was, understanding was there that if we know English very well, then we are through in any part of the world. Then after reaching at Germany, I understood, it's totally wrong actually. Because people doesn't speak, English in German. So I was in a total awkward position actually. Though I learned a little bit basic German language from here in India before going there, but still it was a very, very, it's not very comfortable, situation actually at the time. And altogether, I have visited more than 25 countries of the whole world. Even in 2011, I was in US. Then also I find difficulty actually. Though US is an English-speaking country, but the way we speak, the Indians speak the English. But US people doesn't understand that native people of the US doesn't understand what English I'm speaking, and I'm also not in a position to understand what English they're speaking. So this language is very, very important because otherwise it cannot be even a position to communicate. So today I'll try to give a short picture actually which are the important languages, how many percentage of the population speak which languages, and all this in the whole world actually. A big picture in a very short presentation. Now if you see by population percentage wise in the whole world, the 20% whole world population is a Chinese population, and 18.2% of the whole world population is Indian population, and 8.5% of the population is English population, and 7.2% population is Spanish population. Now, English is the most important foreign language actually, and there are 53 countries in the whole world whose official language is English. And one of the most spoken languages, as I said already, English, there are 35, as on date, 35 crore people speak English as a first language in their country, and there are more than 100 crore people, more than 100 crore people speak English as their second language. So English is basically the most spoken foreign languages in the whole world actually. And if you see, so 53% actually in the whole world, 53% people speak in English languages, 6.3% speak in German language, 6.1% people speak in Russian language, 5.1% people speak in Spanish language, 4.1% people speak in Portuguese language, like that actually. So 53% of world's population speak English. But you'll find that in India, if you know only one language, you cannot, say, for example, if you know English, it will not work every part of the India. If you know English as Indian national language, it will not work for all areas actually. Because in all countries, there are a lot of, languages. Is number of languages spoken as on date. If you know, then you'll be surprised actually. Like countries like Ghana is 839 languages spoken. In Indonesia, there are total 707 languages spoken. Even in India, total 454 languages spoken nowadays by the people. And if you see in Australia, there are 245 languages spoken. So if so many languages are there, so knowing only English, what you'll do actually? English, because English cover whole world, 53% of the population language. But still, if you want to cover maximum actually, maximum number of the population, because as a person, it is not possible to learn so many languages actually. But still, if you want to cover the maximum number of the population, so I would suggest, like there are 4 languages. If you know these 4 languages, then priority wise, then you will cover the maximum possible population of the whole world. So obviously it is number one is the English, then French, then German, then Chinese. Then it will cover, majority, more than 70% of the whole world's population actually. And there the same word actually speaks in different countries in different way. Like for example, hello, we say hello in English, or in informal way say hi. But in Spanish, the hello is called hola. In India, like in Hindi, we say namaste. And in Portuguese, we say hola. Hello, hello means hola actually. Like we have a hola car. So this is basically hola in a Portuguese word actually. Hola means hello. And in same way actually, like in Arabic language is called Assalamu alaikum. Like in German language, hello is called Guten Tag. Like in Germany, I used to work in Germany for many months actually, more than 9 months. So every day we used to Guten Tag, etc. In the same way, like the most important English word or the word actually, like say thank you. English we say thank you, but in Spanish we say gracias. In Hindi we say shukriya. In Portuguese, obrigado. Like this way, in Arabic, shukran, etc. Actually, like in German, guten Tag. This way actually. So basically, like English, Spanish, Hindi, Portuguese, Russian, Arabic, Germany, and Chinese. These 8, these languages I've discussed. If you know these 8 languages, then you will basically learn the totality of whole world's language. So if you find this presentation is interesting, you can share with your friends. And if you have not yet subscribed my channel, you can subscribe my channel by clicking on this bell icon so that you can get the notification for my future presentation. Thank you so much for your attention.